Now, with that being said, let's hop into the game. What happened? Now, I'm going strictly off of what I saw. I'm not going to pull up the box score in my past videos. I'll pull up the box score. I'm not going to do none of that. We came out with little to no effort at all. Look like we ain't even want to win the game. Look like we ain't even want to win it. Still, I'm going to hit on this point because this is what's bothering me. I don't know how bad of a shoot night Steph had or if he even had one. The lack of so-called, what do they call it, especially on Twitter amongst words, his gravity. They say his gravity. Steph's presence is at an all-time low. I don't know what it is. They're still playing him as tight as they can, but it's just like he's not putting his imprint on the game as we've seen in the past. We've seen Steph go 8 for 24, 7 for 20, have bad shooting nights, but his imprint would still be all over the game. We would still know what he did. We would still know if we watched the game, we would know how he got down in that game. Aside from watching the box score, we would know that even if he had this bad shooting game, man, Steph had a really good game. And it hasn't been that way for I say it's probably been this game, and then there was another game early on this series where it just wasn't there. But anyways, we came out sloppy. Draymond, man, he been terrible all series. I know he going through what he was going through, but even before then, he's been kind of just. His passes have been a little erratic. He haven't been throwing passes that we're not used to seeing him throw, so he's not playing out of his body or trying to do something he's not used to. But they're just not going through. Maybe he's becoming more predictable. In this Grizzlies series, they're not guarding him. This game, they didn't guard him. They didn't respect him at all. They didn't even look his way. So a lot of it is him forcing passes into tight passing lanes, and it kind of goes back to my message to Draymond last year. I was like, man, because last year was really bad. I was like, Draymond, you gotta at least take shots to where they respect you on the court, because those sexy passes that you throw in now, they're not gonna be so good because you're trying to pass to Steph while he's being double teamed and you're not being guarded at all. So it's like, man, you have to make yourself a threat, a scoring threat to get some of those passes through. So I'm like, you have to score. And it's been on full display. People are just not guarding him. So it's like really bad. Yeah, I'm looking back at the game. We got JTA, Moody, Elite in the game. We don't wave the white flag. We don't. It's 110 to 61. Yep, that's the white flag right there. No effort at all. No effort at all. Clay came in trying to make something shape, but it wasn't sustained. I just don't like the effort, and it's almost like it can be predictable with this team, which really makes me mad. Like in games like this, in closeout games where we had a closeout game versus the Nuggets, same thing. We were up 3-0, came out all last days cool. We do these things, and one day we're gonna do it to the wrong team, and they gonna mess us up. They gonna mess us up. We gonna, oh man, we already got a lead. We just gonna come out just going through the motions, and we just gonna let the game come to us. No, and we gonna mess around and do it to the wrong team, and it could mess around and be this one. I still think we're gonna close them out in this game 6, but man, For real, we mess around, do it to the wrong team, and we end up having to pay for it. And what I think happens, and I even seen it on Twitter, a guy was like, "Man, Warriors fans, y'all really overreacting. Like the Warriors ain't really used to doing this, and they ain't used to coming back." And that's very true. That is what we do. But I think as a fan base, and even the players, they're like, "Man, we gonna make this comeback. I know we gonna tee up that third quarter. Third quarter been our famous quarter throughout this whole run. Third quarter, we gonna make this run. We gonna do this and that, and it don't always work out. Especially in the playoffs, we cannot rely on us making a run. We need to come out and put our foot on their necks. Because even in the Nuggets series, at the beginning of the games, the Nuggets was banging with us and dang all of the games. At the beginning of them games, the Nuggets were banging with us. And it's like every time we start the game, we don't come out looking right. I don't know why our guys aren't as sharp in the beginning of the game. I understand that we have a lot of rhythm guys, but you don't need rhythm to show effort. That's all I'm saying. I still think we got game 6. I'm not here to overreact. I'm back, gonna be making videos for the rest of the playoffs. Assure me on that. But it's getting ridiculous. We cannot be doing this. I think we're gonna make it out of this round. Like I said, I'm not gonna overreact to this game. I think we're gonna make it out. But man, we got some teams to play. We cannot play around with the Suns or the Mavericks. We cannot play around with the Bucks. We cannot play around with the Celtics. Those teams we cannot play around with. All of this, wait till the third quarter to show up. No, you come out and you take as much life from them as you can at the beginning of the game. But I'm not gonna keep this video going. This is my first take. I ain't want to sit here and do a billion takes. I know I'm probably breathing out hard or whatever. I got my AirPods in or whatever. But yeah, we gotta come out looking better. I made sure I made it a point to where I don't want to pull up no stats. I just want to go off of what I seen, and I'm not gonna sit here and nitpick everything. But yeah, this is crazy. We for real. We got to do better. We got some teams that we finna play. Cause like I said, I do think we finna beat these guys. But yeah, I'm back on YouTube. I'm finna keep the consistent uploads. I just got a little. It was a lot of stagnation during the season. I did started. I was on Twitter. I'm gonna drop the link to my Twitter in the bio. I've been active on there. Live tweets during a lot of the games. But I'm gonna make sure I bring that to YouTube, give you guys content. And yeah, we back. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all drop a like, and we here. Unreal. They should be ashamed. Came down to Memphis and look at you. Look. Unreal. We gotta do better.